everybody. This is Kayla at the Mission HQ Fitness Facility. The Mission HQ is offering virtual videos for folks to do at home or just any time that you can't make it to the gym. We'll have boot camp classes, fitness classes, and yoga classes. I'll be offering the yoga sessions for you folks. You'll be able to do them from the comfort of your own home. All you need is some ground space. You can bring a yoga mat if you have one, roll it on out, and blocks and straps are welcome, but they won't be necessary. I hope you guys enjoy this workout. Alrighty, hey you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's session. This session will be focused on hips and hamstrings in particular. It'll be a little bit of a shorter session, but let's dive right into it. So we'll get started off in a child's pose. We'll start with a kind of wide-legged child's pose. The knees wide, big toes touch, so we can get to those hips right away. Bring the forehead onto the mat and rest your arms forward. If the hips lift off the heels, that's no problem at all. And we'll start with the eyes closed. And we'll just take a moment here and just to tap in and settle in onto your mat. This is your time just to tune into your body and your breath, and just to set everything else to the side for a moment. You can shimmy the hips a little bit in the shade just to get a little more comfortable. And start to just notice any areas of tightness. Maybe it's in the shoulders, maybe you're noticing it in the hips right away. See if you can send your breath to those areas of tension and tightness. Just to help them ease in a little more. And we'll start to tune on over to the breath. Start to draw in big inhales, deep through the nose. And long exhales out the mouth. So again, drawing the breath deep and full through the nose, all the way to the belly and the chest. And letting that exhale go out completely. And from our child's pose, you can gently start to walk the hands underneath the shoulders and come on up. And we'll come into a tabletop position. So the shoulders will be stacked right over the wrists, the knees about hip distance or so. And we'll start just with a few cat-cows here just to warm up the spine. So inhaling, we'll come into our cow pose with the gaze up, arch the spine. As you exhale, round, tuck in the chin, press the hands away from the mat. And just a few more times here, inhaling into your cow pose. And then exhaling, rounding. And then you might start to freestyle it a little bit just to tune in. That could be little C curves up the spine. That could be singing back into child's pose. Could be, moving into poses that don't even have a name. Again, just getting into the hips, the shoulders. And we'll start to warm up the hips a little more. Come into stillness in your tabletop position. From here, we're going to go ahead and extend the right leg out long towards the side of you, planting the sole of the foot onto the ground. And from here, just gently, you might walk your hands a little bit forward in space. Gently start to sink the hips back towards the heel. It might be a little movement. You won't sink back just until you start to feel it in the inner thigh. And we draw the weight back forward. And then come back into leaning back towards the heel. We'll do that one more time. Inhale as you draw forward. As you exhale, lean back towards the heel. This time we'll pause and just start to breathe deeply into wherever you feel this. Always know that the stretch doesn't have to be super intense. You go to a place where it's, sustainable for your breath, and a place where you can work with the tension that's holding on. So again, here we tune into where we feel tension. Send the breath there, see if you can find a little ease. And on an inhale, we'll draw back forward. Gently bring the right foot back, stacked underneath the hip. Take a few moments to rinse out your cat-cow or whatever shapes you want to take. And then we'll go ahead and do it on the other side. So from here, we'll go ahead and extend the left leg out long towards the side of the mat. Drawing the weight back towards that right heel. And coming on back to your tabletop. Inhaling as you sink back, hips stacked. back over the heel-ish, or as far back as the hips will allow. And come on back. Once more, this time as you drop the weight back, we'll pause here. You can even walk the hands a bit forward in space if that feels good. And you might notice that it feels different from side to side, so I'm noticing it's definitely a bit tighter on my left side, but not leaning back quite as much. And gently draw the weight back forward. Bring the knee back to stack underneath the hips. One more time, right down, cat-cow. All right, come back into your tabletop. From here, we're going to tuck the toes underneath the heels. Start to send your hips up high towards the sky. We're going to find our first downward facing dog. So from down dog, pedal the feet out a little bit. And again, just tuning into what you feel. Notice the back of the hamstrings here as you pedal the feet. Think about sending your tailbone high towards the sky. And relax the head. You might even release a flutter of the lips to relax the jaw. Let's find a little bit of stillness here. Go ahead and take a bend to the right knee and sink your left heel a bit lower towards the mat. Again, nice hamstring stretch out of that left side. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. And go ahead and switch sides. Bend the left knee and sink the right heel towards the mat. No problem if the right heel is not touching the mat, but just sending it in that direction. Come on back into your downward facing dog. Now we're going to add a little bit of fluid movement here just to get the hamstrings and the hips really warm. Go ahead and lower the knees down to the mat. On an inhale, we'll find our cow pose. Gaze up. On an exhale, round into your cat and then round all the way back into child's pose just for a breath. Taking in a big inhale and letting go and exhale. Draw the weight forward. Inhale all the way to cow pose. On an exhale, tuck the toes, bend your hips high, downward facing dog. Find a breath, inhale. And exhale, let it go. We'll find that 2 more times. Drop the knees, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, round into your child's pose. Your inhale, draw forward, cow pose. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips high. 1 breath here, inhale. Exhale, side out. Once more, drop the knees. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, round, sink the hips back, child's pose. Big inhale, draw forward, cow. Exhale, tuck those toes, send the hips high. Nice job, everyone. Keep pedaling out the feet just for a few moments here. And come into a little bit of stillness. From here, we're going to go ahead and lift the right leg up, just so we can wrap it around the left leg here. You might keep a little bend in the left knee, but we're wrapping that right foot around just to offer a little bit of a hamstring stretch for the left leg. You might even try our narrower stance here. Couple moments breathing into what you feel. And gently bring the right leg back over. We'll cross the left leg over this time, crossing behind the right heel, just to add a little bit of weight to send that right heel down towards the mat. Gently come on back, downward facing dog. From down dog, we'll take an inhale, reach the right leg up towards the sky. On an exhale, let's step it through in between the hands. We'll lower the back knee down, untuck the toes. And we'll pause for a moment in our low lunge. So if you have those blocks with you at home, you're welcome to bring 2 blocks on either side of the right foot. But it's not totally necessary. So whether you have the blocks or not, just breathing into the stretch. Might feel it down the right inner thigh and even down the left. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, you might come up on top of the right thigh, interlacing the fingers on top of the thigh. We'll find one more breath here. As you exhale, the hands come down onto the mat. From here, we'll tuck the back left toes underneath, and we'll start to straighten out through both legs. So as the left leg straightens, we'll send the right knee back. You're welcome to narrow in your stance a bit here. We're finding a pyramid pose. Letting your torso fall and get heavier over the right leg. And from here, gently pressing the ball mound of that right foot into the mat. A little bend in the right knee is totally welcome here. So we'll gently rebend to that right leg. Lower the left knee down. We'll come into our low lunge once more. Gently driving your weight forward. Sinking your hips down towards the earth. Awesome. So from here, we'll gently send that right leg back underneath the body. Tuck your toes back under. Come back into your downward facing dog. From our down dog, we'll inhale, reach the left leg up. As we exhale, let's step it through in between the hands. Lower your back knee down. We'll find that low lunge on the other side. Again, you can use those blocks or just hands on either side of the left foot. And reconnecting with that breath, allowing the breath to work with you. Especially as you're feeling into sensation, feeling into those areas of tension, and offering them some ease and a little more space. From here, we'll tuck those back right toes underneath, start to straighten out through the back leg, and we straighten out through the left. So that back heel, it's all good if it's lifted off the mat. If you want to walk in a bit closer, planting the heel down, it's also totally fine. Just allow yourself to be in a place that feels beneficial for your body. And gently rebending the left leg, lower the back knee down, couple moments in our low lunge. Gently coming out, bringing the left leg back to tabletop position here. Tuck your toes back under, let's come back into that downward facing dog. This time from our down dog, we'll inhale to reach the right leg up towards the sky. This time as you exhale, let's step the foot outside of the right hand. So coming into a lizard's pose here, we'll keep the back knee lifted for a moment here. Shift the weight back and forth a little bit. And then as you're ready, we'll lower the back knee down, untuck the toes. So this one especially, it's important to remember to breathe. It can feel like enough to be up on the palms here. But if you'd like to go for a little more sensation, you're welcome to lower the elbows down into the mat. You could rest your forehead onto the hands or maybe onto a block in front of you. Wonderful moment for stillness. Sometimes I like to just maybe draw little micro circles just to kind of tune in to maybe stickier spots along my hip. And if at any point, of course, you come onto the forearms and it just feels like a little too much, come back up onto the hands. No problem. Making a change. Once you're in a pose, you're not stuck. Always adjust to a place that's sustainable in your body. So from here, gently going to just straighten out a bit through that right leg so that we can bring the knee back under. And we're just going to shift on over to a seat here. So we're just going to take a single-legged forward fold. We'll extend the right leg out long. Give it a nice little break from that lizard pose. Draw the left sole of the foot in to the right inner thigh. Allow your torso to square over that right leg. On an inhale, we'll reach the arms up towards the sky. On an exhale, let's go ahead and forward fold over the right leg. And so your hands, they can find shins, ankles, toes, whatever they find. Continue to flex the right toes in towards the face. And follow that deep breath. The smooth control of the breath, allowing the heart rate to stay low relatively, and allowing you to kind of remain in this resting state, inviting this ease into the body, and inviting ease into the muscles as we find this deep stretch. Let's gently release the hands, come on up. And so we'll just shift back into a down dog so we can find our lizard on the other side. So coming back up into our downward facing dog. This time we'll take an inhale to reach the left leg up. As you exhale, we step outside of the left hand. Back knee lifted for a moment so that we can shift the weight sides. Or back and forth. Tune into the hip. And as you're ready, lower the back knee. Untuck the toes. And again, honoring that it might feel different from side to side. So maybe you stay propped up onto the hands. I think I will on this side. But you're also welcome to lower down onto the forearms. And then a little bit of movement is welcome here. So that maybe you find a spot in your hip that's especially tight or sticky. And maybe you hang out in that spot once you find it. As you're ready here, just gently transitioning out of a lizard's pose, bring the left knee back, transition onto a seat, and we'll find our forward fold over the left leg this time. So we send our left leg out long on the mat, right sole of the foot to the inner thigh. We'll inhale to reach the arms up, and as you exhale, reach on forward, connecting the hands with whatever part of the leg that they find. Continuing to flex the left toes in towards the face, and that'll send the stretch into the back of the leg the more that you flex those toes in. And gently encouraging the right shoulder down here. And so from here, we'll remain in our seat. We'll bring two soles of the feet in together this time. Bring the knees out wide. Coming into our butterfly legs. So it doesn't really matter how far the heels are away from the body. It's a comfortable distance for you. And we'll find a butterfly stretch here. You can start to round the spine on in. This one will be a nice release for the back side of the body as well. And so go as low as the body allows. Again, nothing to force here. And kind of giving the weight of your, giving the weight of your torso over to gravity here. You could bring your hands forward in front of you. And you could also, again, maybe use a block to prop the head on up. Gently coming up from the butterfly pose. Moving the block to the side if you had it. And from here we're gonna, excuse me, we're gonna come lying onto our backs for our final pose. Take a bend to 2 knees. And rest your hands by the side for a moment. And bring the knees close enough so that you can actually touch your heels with your fingers. And from here what we'll do is cross the right ankle over the left knee. And we'll lift the left foot off the mat, interlacing 10 fingers behind the left thigh. And in this figure 4, we'll keep it slightly active here. So let's flex the left toes and bring the shin about parallel with the ground. And then from here, gently starting to pull the legs closer towards the body. And with this active left leg, you're using the pull of the knee into the right ankle to give you more of a stretch in that right hip, right glute. And make sure that the head is rested on the ground here rather than crunched up. And pulling with the hands, but not so much that you're squeezing the shoulders super tight. Gently release the stretch. Go ahead and bring the right foot down, and we'll just switch it up so left ankle crosses over the right knee. Lift the feet off the mat so that you can interlace 10 fingers behind the right thigh this time. And again, we'll keep an active right leg, flexing in the right toes. And then gently pulling the legs closer into the body until you find that stretch for you. Breath is full. And from here, you can release the leg 2 feet down into the mat. From here, I'll take a few moments just to find our final resting pose, Shavasana. So you can extend the legs out long. You can even put a pillow underneath your legs back at home. And so the wonderful part about doing yoga at home is you can lay in your Shavasana as long as you want. So I encourage you even to make it super comfortable. Turn off the lights, put a blanket over yourself. And after this video ends, you're more than welcome to just stay and linger and rest. Closing the eyes. Again, notice if there's any areas of tension still holding on. Sending your breath there. And just allowing rest. And so I'll come up from the pose and you're more than welcome to stay in your Shavasana till the end of this video and past it. Otherwise, if you'd like to join me at seated, you're more than welcome. Comfortable seated position for you. Letting the spine grow tall and bringing 2 hands to heart center. And just taking a moment here to acknowledge that you carved out some time for you, for your breath, for your body, for mindfulness. So thanking yourself for that. And thank you guys so much for tuning in with me. And I hope to see you guys soon. Namaste. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. My name's Kayla.
Hope you guys all had a wonderful workout. My name's Wilson over here with the Mission HQ. Want to appreciate all of you tuning in. All these videos are made free for our members and for everybody in the community that actually needs us and are not able to make it to the gym to actually work out. So if you would like to help us, please share this video, subscribe to our page, follow our page, and if you ever can consider donating to us, you can donate to us over at the Mission HQ. Details are in the description in the post. All right? Talk to you guys soon. Thanks.